The world was vanishing, not by fire, not by war, not by the hand of man or beast, but by silence. A vast, creeping nothingness, a void that swallowed forests, cities, oceans, and mountains, rolling across the land like spilled ink on parchment. At its edge, all sound ceased, color drained, light bent and broke, and beyond that edge there was only unbeing. Elandra was the last cartographer. The guild had once spanned continents, its members charting every river bend and valley hollow, drawing borders and naming stars. But now, only Elandra remained, her maps rendered obsolete as the lands they represented vanished behind her. Still, she sketched. It was instinct, faith in ink, a stubborn will against the dying of the known. She traveled alone, following the edge of the void, where the world dissolved into blackness. She marked her maps with careful hands, noting the line where sea foam once churned, where mountains had stood like stone sentinels. For weeks, perhaps months, she pressed forward, her supplies dwindling, her boots worn through. The sky no longer held stars, only a gray vastness that mirrored the ground's fading contours. Then one day, the edge changed. It was no longer a rolling wall of annihilation. It had become still. She stood before it, a curtain of darkness so absolute it hurt to look upon. Her compass spun wildly, and her breath fogged an air that was neither cold nor warm. This was the end. Not of her journey, but of the world. But something stirred. A breeze, where no wind should be. A whisper, where no sound had lived for days. She stepped forward, against every instinct, and pressed her hand into the void. It was not death. It was passage. She staggered through. The darkness engulfed her, but she did not fall. Her feet found purchase. Her lungs found breath. Then, light. She blinked. Before her lay another world. Not new, unfinished. Hills that rose like brush strokes on canvas. Rivers without water, only dry channels in the shape of flow. Trees etched in charcoal, waiting to be filled. A voice echoed. Not from around her, but within. The world must be named before it can be born. Elandra unrolled her final sheet of parchment. Her hands trembled, but she drew. She named the hills. She traced rivers. She mapped forests and coasts. And as she did, the world behind her came to life. Colors bloomed where ink touched. Wind stirred leaves where she named trees. The sun rose at the edge of her parchment. She was no longer recording the world. She was creating it. And in that moment, the last cartographer became the first.